Leatherneck put together a heck of an assault team, but I do have some questions. Talking while aiming. The admin role, the OG, the bot. Let's talk to the man behind the name. Leatherneck, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here. Congratulations on your podcast. I think this is a great idea. Talking while aiming. Let's do it here, and in the game, we'll aim and kill, right, or shoot. So
it is hard to have a conversation while you are dropping grenades on someone or trying to shoot them with a FAMAS point blank. One of the nice things about talking to someone like you who has the years of experience is you probably have a pretty good roster in your head of some players, some ballers that can do some damage. So with very little in the way of preparation, I'm going to ask you to put together a quick 5-person team. I know that you as a former Marine will do well in your role as a leader. So I'm going to have you be the leader. What's your favorite weapon right now? If you're walking through into enemy territory, what's your gun of choice right now?
Right now, I stick with my standard M4A1 service rifle. She's been pretty reliable, and I think she gets the job done without saying too much.
Couldn't agree more. It's one of my favorites. If I ask you to bring along someone to just blow shit up, do you have a grenade master that you're ready to call on if that situation arises, where you just want to level a whole side of the field, or if you want to just bomb the shit out of somebody? Who are you going to have dropping grenades for you?
You know what? The funny thing is, my experience in the military, I used to throw grenades. So if I've got to hand that off to somebody, right now, I like the way Big Sexy is throwing out some of those bombs. I like what I've seen from him. And so I'll bring him along to be my grenadier, if you will. And I think he'll get the job done, no doubt.
Big Sexy, one of the first people that I friended in this game. Very cool. Definitely a person who can drop some grenades. Next up, I want heavy machine gunner. You pick the gun, you pick the player. If you need to just lay down some serious fire where no one's going to want to stick their head out, what gun are you choosing and who are you choosing to wield it? Because it can't be you.
Well, I think I'm going to stick with the M249 SAW, which luckily I had a chance to experience firsthand. It's a great weapon, heavy, hard to carry, but I'm going to pull in J Stray on that one.
Okay, J Stray's a hell of a shooter. I haven't seen him rock the heavy machine gun a lot, so that is an interesting choice. But in terms of just pure shooting ability, I got no complaints with J Stray.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking at, again, a straight up assault. I would think that you'd probably want someone else to rock an M4 with you, just because utility, any situation, that's who I would want as a second optional player. So who's your M4 mother effer, somebody who gets the job done with the M4?
Well, the Grand Poobah, if you will, Killer Bob. I'm pulling in Killer Bob. The man has over a 40 kill per game average as we speak. So
I can't argue with that either. I think Killer Bob, is he top 15? He's got to be. He is. He's number 14 in the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I run the numbers because I'm a numbers guy, and he's the only one I've seen with over a 40 kill per game per match kill ratio. So
he has got the M4 suppressed as his number one weapon. He's got close to 200,000 kills with a 34% headshot rate. That is definitely doing some business. Okay, I cannot fault you with Killer Bob. He's from the Netherlands, and apparently they take their shooting seriously. All right, we've got one spot left. You need a sniper. You need someone who is not going to be first through the door, someone who's going to hang back, cover you, call out patterns, and drop anybody that gets in the way. What weapon are you choosing, and who are you choosing to wield it?
Well, I think, that standard sniper rifle, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the Thompson. I'm going to go with my A1 since day one in this game, Killmonger.
Okay.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, he's the current sniper competition champion.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
He has got a AWM rating of 4,900. He's got a solid rating. Okay. All right. So that is a solid choice. I can't argue with any of your picks. Clearly, you put together a hell of a team. If you had to put this team on a map and tell them to go do something, which map would it be and where would you have them go? If this team was in charge of something.
I think this team is going to kind of rock the house in a map like AIM. I think they know all the spots. They'll find you if you're hiding, you know, and they're good at what they do. So that's the first place I'd take them.
Okay. With AIM, I would think with this crew that you have here, I could easily see a game of capture the flag where you put the flag in the middle of the other team's base and see who can go touch the other teams first. This team would be dangerous. I think that you could easily play any number of ways with that squad. Yeah. All right.
You designed All-Star games. Any changes for season 2, or is it going to be more of the same?
For season 2, like I was telling you, we're going to expand a little bit, bring in some more people. There's going to be a focus on a couple of things. One, accountability, people showing up on time and showing out within the games. There might be a few changes in leadership in terms of team captains. The other thing that I'm incorporating is social media. I'm going to be putting out a link at some point for an Instagram and maybe Facebook page that, kind of pays tribute to the Run and Gun for Fun universe. And like I said, I'm a big stats guy. So for me, it's important to find out, as a purist, who are my real shooters? Who are the people that, this is a game, mind you, but with my military background and, thinking about the fundamentals, sight alignment, sight vision, who are my real shooters? If something broke out tomorrow and I had to hook up with them on the road, who am I putting in the back of the pickup to head out into battle? Who's that going to be?
Tossing them a mag and saying, go handle your business. Couldn't agree more. I definitely think that we need some shooters. I also am a big proponent of a draft. I think that some of these up-and-comers could easily be drafted onto a team if we get to that point. I'd love to see, like you said, a couple of legacy franchises built up where players get assigned or drafted, or maybe they start their own crew. I don't know. It's the Wild West out there, and I think that's one of the great things about AIM.
Yep.
Is there ever going to be a vehicle in AIM, Leatherneck? Are we ever going to rock out to a vehicle driving down the middle of the arena shooting at everybody?
Listen, if they start incorporating vehicles, I definitely want some kind of an armored tank to roll through Black Mage, and that'd be awesome. But I think in terms of the game and where it needs to go, I think map development or mods is something that would be wonderful, because I tell you, it opens up a whole new world of imagination for game players. So I'm hoping that comes to fruition.
Last question with Rob Ray, aka Leatherneck, aka OG. What does it take for you to become friends with someone on Meta after a round of AIM? What if you play a game with someone? What do they have to do to get into being on your crew or being friends with you?
Well, I can tell you right now, especially for this season, most if not all of the people who participated were through referrals. One person said, "Hey, I played with so and so. He's a great guy." That person gave me 2 names. That next person gave me 3 names, and so I kind of went in, played with them to see, check it out. And I can tell you right now, 100% of those people that have participated so far are stand-up people. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I like hearing that. I like the idea of stand-up people playing the game. I like the idea of this game continuing to grow. And I look forward to seeing the role that you will play in that as a player, as an administrator, as a visionary for this game's future. I'm excited to see what happens, and yeah, we'll have to have you back on as the seasons roll on. I definitely like to get you back before season 2 of the All Stars because I do have some thoughts.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I'd love to come back on and just let me know whenever you
All right.
want to link up.
Perfect, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to Leatherneck, aka Rob Ray, aka a problem with any map he's on. He's just too good. Leatherneck, we appreciate the time today.
Thank you, sir. I salute you, and I wish you well. God bless, and give my best to the family. And thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Same to you, buddy. It was a pleasure, and it will not be the last time.
Hey guys, so glad to have Rob Ray Leatherneck on to talk about his vision for AIM going forward, and talked a little bit about his 5-person assault team. I'm gonna break down, give you a little extra detail on that before I asked Murdochs to come in and give me a up and coming crew that might be able to take them on. So here's some facts about the team that Rob Ray, aka Leatherneck, assembled. He put himself as the leader. I gave him that role. He's a level 421. He's got his experience is around 79,266, and he's number 20 in the world for M4. So that's a solid pick. You're a top 20 player at a position. Yeah, you're going to be okay at that. Looking at his grenade master, Big Sexy. He's number 98 overall in the world, a top 100 player in his own right. Looking at level 445. Experience right around 84,000. He's got about 1,600 kills with the grenade. So again, solid choice for a grenade master there. Now this one is the one that I kind of had some issues with, and it's not saying that the person's a bad pick because they're a heck of a player. I'm not sure if they were picked for the right weapon. So I asked Rob to give me a heavy gunner, and he said the SAW. Now the SAW doesn't exist in AIM. He was drawing on personal experience. So I opted for, my default was either the FAMAS or the R90. Now the R90 seems more like the gun I was thinking of, rapid fire, probably more than the FAMAS. And both of those picks were, for either one, was Jay Stray. Now Jay Stray is a hell of a player. I've interviewed him on this show before, and he can ball, but he is not the first person I would think of when I think of a heavy gunner. So some concerns there with that pick. I don't think that Jay Stray is a bad aim, but again, familiarity with the weapon's got to count for something. So we're going to put a question mark next to that pick. Next up is Killer Bob. Killer Bob came in, Killer Bob 1972. He's looks like the number 2 suppressed in the world, over 201,000 kills. He's number 14 overall. So this Killer Bob can handle his M4 suppressed. I'm not worried about that at all. That's a solid pick. This last one, again, not a major upset kind of pick, but still kind of a question mark, and I think I know why. We've got Killmonger coming in as Leatherneck's sniper, the last member of his 5-person team. He wants to have Killmonger in the back running the sniper position, calling out patterns, and I think that is where we get into why he probably picked Killmonger, who only has, with the AWM, about 4,900 kills, which is not bad, but there's probably folks out there with a higher ranking. I don't know what his overall ranking in the game is for the AWM sniper, but here's the thing. Leatherneck and Killmonger have known each other a long time. So if you talk about calling out patterns, if you talk about communication within the game, I'm guessing that they're probably going to be one of the better pairs at doing that. And don't discount that, because that is a huge part of the game. So we've got Murdochs 88 hopefully coming on soon to do some breakdown, some analysis of a team that he thinks might be able to give these 5 a run for their money. These are all old school folks or up and comers. Every one of them is on the top 100 list or has been there in the past, deservedly so. We'll see what Murdochs can come up with. Talking while aiming.
Hey guys, Northern Savage here. If you made it this far, then obviously you like the content. Please smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep building up those content lists and doing all the fun stuff you like us to do. So hey, smash that